right back into another Dragon Ball Super Card Game video. I'm not alone. I am with Lee Shihan. I'm gonna say the other one. Shihan with the top 16 from the Chicago Regional just this last weekend in Hatchyyack. How's it going?
It's going fine. How about you?
Good. Yeah, we're gonna go through the deck itself, talk a little bit about your experience, etc. Color choices, all the other stuff. Before we continue, did you want to introduce yourself? Did you want to say anything?
My name's Lee. I'm from the Chicago area, and I decided to play Hatchyyack. That's really all.
Okay, cool. Great that you are representing, and great that you performed this well with one of the most popular decks right now. So let's take a look as I go over to the deck and click over here. So we kind of all know Hatchyyack, right? We all kind of know what it kind of does, right? But for you personally, why did you take this over like Starter Baby or the new Surge Leaders or anything else like that?
Because it's one of the cheapest decks out there, and I am poor.
Oh yeah. So no. Before you continue, that is a huge point. Like going forward, because when we really look at black leaders, and I'm trying not to go on a tangent, but when we go on when we look like black leaders in the past, like Kid-Ku, kind of Toa, and now Hatchyyack, they're all kind of relatively cheap, right? They're not like crazy expensive.
Oh yeah, the only expensive card out there is the SCR Demigra, but he's worth the price for these black decks, I feel.
Right, and let me scroll down. Yeah, there it is at the bottom. I guess the Turles are a little bit up there compared to the other cards too, right? But
yeah.
I mean, does it fit your playstyle too as well, or would you rather play something else?
Yeah, it actually does fit my playstyle. Lately I've been playing black leaders. In case you didn't know, I did get first place with proving a ramp at the Rockford LCQ.
Oh, cool.
So I have been playing black for a while, and it's just been fitting my playstyle, which is a surprise to me because I used to play red and blue.
Okay.
But lately it's been black.
For sure. Do you feel like you're gonna play like Universe 7 next set?
I want to, but the ratios seems so weird that I'm just gonna wait for someone to build the deck and I'll try it out.
For sure. Okay. Well, as far as this deck goes, we obviously see a lot of the Hatchyyack stuff, some good mainboard stuff from like Dende to make sure you don't like get auto lose to ramp and things like that, right?
Right.
Some tech choices like the 5-drop Shenron. The 4-drop Shenron as well, which now is getting a little bit more popular. One-ofs of the Ghost Warriors with Lord Slug being at 3. My question, and I think a lot of people is gonna ask this, is why so many one-ofs?
So let me look at the list real fast.
That's no
Cooler. I don't know. I just feel like he might be good in niche situations, like with the 8-drop food running around most decks. You could just use this activate battle to neg the food by 10k for the turn, so the triple attack doesn't hurt you so much. Because then you can just combo with 5k power, not have to warp cards from your hand to activate skills.
Yeah.
So I run him. The 4-drop Hatchyyack, I honestly hate the card. I don't like it too much, but he's great bait fodder. You play him, people will see the 5-drop Hatchyyack in your discard pile, and they'll use Vegeta the Cruel or something against you. So then that way, as soon as he's been counted to play, I get play the 4-drop Shenron safely.
Okay.
So I just use him as a one-of just to bait stuff out.
Makes sense.
And then the Turles, friend recommended that to me. It didn't really help out at all during the weekend. I would probably just honestly bump him up to a second cooler or something.
Okay.
And then one Turles, one Dark Banisher.
I'm surprised you only play one Turles, like the promo one.
Yeah, I've been going back and forth between 1 and 2 in my small playtesting. I think in my mind it was either 2 of him or 1 ISR Goku.
Okay.
And I value the ISR Goku more than the Turles, because then I could like reset up my Overwhelm so that way I could play Demigra and Fu Shrouded like turns back to back. And he helped out a lot during the weekend. So I think that was my thought process. But I think going forward, he will be bumped up to 2.
Okay, I mean, that's understandable. I think the other part of it is that you also have to consider, or everybody has to consider, that you're playing 4 of the Goku negates as well. which effectively with power burst, if you see all of them, is basically 12 negates, right?
Yes.
So was that like super important to you?
Yeah, actually. So it just people have already asked me why I don't play the Super Saiyan 3 Tag Team Gohan card.
Hmm.
And it's because I can't justify paying $20 for that card. I just don't see it being worth that much. So I
Hmm.
decided rather than running this Tag Team Gohan, I'm just going to up my negates to kind of help that out. And honestly, it helped out a lot because most of the times when you're using Hatchyyack's leader ability on the front side, in my case, I've always seemed to mill my power burst. So
Hmm.
just having those extra negates helped out a lot, in my opinion.
Okay, it just helps a little bit with variance and that RNG factor, right? So okay,
Exactly.
that's good. That's good. If you take a look at the sideboard, you have one unexpected turn in the main, one in the side. Did that really come up quite a lot, or no?
No, not really. I think I've only used it twice, and it wasn't like for big plays. It was just for small plays. So,
Mhm.
probably you could probably just keep it as a one of, honestly, and you should be fine.
Okay. One of our teammates' most favorite card is Death Run Gas. How about that one?
So I actually saw you guys' stream,
Uh
and I
huh.
saw that I believe it was Josh Knox, I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah, that's our teammate.
He ran it, and I'm like, that could be a little bit techy. So I decided to run as a one of, mostly because I didn't know what else to put on my sideboard,
Yeah.
and it came in 2 times just on small situations. Nothing too big, but it cleared some blockers, cleared some of the like one drop mass Saiyans that were used against me. So it helped. It just wasn't like the most useful card.
For sure. This is what I usually tell him. I was like, I mean, there could be better things to. I'm not even getting
Yeah.
into it. So we have Demigra for the baby, I'm guessing. Toa for any kind of big boy. Force ejection for any kind of more ramp. Super Kamehameha is
Yep.
one of my favorite cards, so I already understand that. Crisis Crusher, kind of understand that. Dark Power, you already know, right? So what I
Yeah.
want to know is the best and worst cards of the deck. What do you think?
Okay, so the worst card is the Dark Planet. Card's absolute trash.
Yeah.
Do not run it.
I 100%
Um,
agree. I 100%. Like the first Hatchyyack deck that I put up on the channel, I ran like 2 or 3 of them, and I completely agree with you. After like going through different versions of it, it's not that great.
Yeah, like I just don't have a lot of time to play test, unfortunately. I don't really have a local scene next to me, so I have to drive an hour away to even play this game. So I don't get to play test as much as other people do.
Mhm.
So I know that a lot of decks did run Dark Planet, and in my small play testing online, it helped, got you a Ghost Warrior, whatever you need, but then after that, it's useless because then you're milling 2 at the end of your turn for it. Then you want to play Dr. Lychee all the time, and you're milling 2 for that, and then all of a sudden your deck becomes inconsistent because you're milling all your good cards out.
Exactly.
So going forward, that card's definitely going out of the main board, sideboard. It's just going out. In
Mhm.
Chicago, I sided that card out every single game.
Understandable. Anything
Um,
else that were like underperforming? Or kind of
okay, so
misses?
you just gave some good points to Super Kamehameha, but it didn't work out for me.
Mm,
So in the future, I'm going to cut that too. And the reason why is because with my playstyle of Hatchyyack, I like to stay at 8 life for as long as possible.
okay.
So when I do have the Super Kamehameha in hand, I'm usually at 6, 7, 8 life, and I can't even play the card.
Right.
So it just became so inconsistent that I rather just not have the card at all
Hmm.
and play something that I know I could use at any time rather than when my life is at 4 or less.
Right. Okay. I get it. I get it. I think it does depend on the playstyle. Like for me, I don't care about going to 4, and I'll stay at 4 for like a good 4 or 5 turns.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, but for other people, I think that's a fair assessment. I think it's just not going to come up, right?
Right.
So, what about the better performers? What actually helped you throughout the day?
Probably the best card in this whole entire deck is Food Shrouded in Mystery.
Okay.
That card, I've always loved this card since it came out. It just wins you the game, and if it doesn't win you the game, it stops your opponent from doing anything next turn. So then the next turn you have wins the game for you. The card just performs for you so well. The card's amazing. If you can fit it in your main deck, I would at least as a one of.
Mhm.
And then some people actually asked me about Shinra the Wish Granter.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it's like one of the best cards in there, but it really does help out because Hatchyyack doesn't have draw power. He draws on his front side and his back side, but that's only like once per turn. Shenron the Wish Granter will allow you to draw 2 cards instantly. And then he untaps energy for you. Just having the draw 2 consistently with him whenever you play him is really helpful. So he also helped out too.
Okay.
And then of course everyone should know this, but the Son Goku, the adventure begins, and the 4-star combo is clutch at the beginning.
Right.
Your beginner turns are probably the most crucial. So having the Goku just stop the early leader attacks until you can awaken turn 3, it's the most needed engine probably in this deck, I would say.
Okay. That sounds good. All right. I think like if you weren't playing the ISR, I do recommend to play like the Great Ape Goku. I'm gonna try that out, like the one that taps 2 and draws 2. Sort of the same concept, but if you have to use basically.
That one's good too.
Yeah. What else? I think you kind of touched on everything, right? You didn't go through or go against like too much blue green, did you? Or like red?
I played against 3 Search Piccolos on Saturday.
Oh wow. Okay, we'll talk through that.
Yeah.
Before we talk through matchups, would you change anything for set 9, or would you play the same deck?
I'm still gonna play Hatchyyack. I don't know if it's gonna be my main deck, but just a few cards that come to mind is the new Kakarot Revenge Blocker card. I find that card to be really awesome. And then the new Deborah counterplay card.
Right. Okay.
Those are the 2 that I see on top of my head. There might be more. I haven't taken too much look into set 9 yet. But definitely those 2.
Yeah. Those are definitely good picks for Hatchyyack. Okay, cool. So let's talk through matchups, right? What did you play throughout the day?
All right, so round 1, I had a bye from the store championships.
Oh, cool.
Round 2, I played against Search Piccolo.
Wait. Was the bye hard or like was
it was kind of difficult. Like I was stressing out the whole day.
Man, keep going.
Oh.
what was round 2 again?
Search Piccolo.
Oh, okay. How was that? How was that matchup?
So it's about 50-50. It just depends on how your opponent plays more than anything.
Okay.
So I've been testing that matchup all week because my friend, who also went to the tournament, he was playing in that deck. So that was like my only matchup I was playing all week. So I kind of had experience with the deck. Like I said, it just depends on how the opponents play. And unfortunately for my first Search Piccolo matchup, he did mess up quite a bit. He's even admitted to me. Game 1, he left 3 open energy and not 4, so I was able to play Demigra around as soon as I hit turn 5, and just sniped his like SCR Vegeta, his Gogeta. Vegeta, Gogeta, and the 2 super combo Paragus.
Oh wow.
And then the second game, I played Fu Shrouded in Mystery, and he thought it lasted until the end of my second turn after you play him. So he had all the negates, and he thought he just couldn't play it. So he really messed up there.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then round 3, I fought against Serge Broly. I got 2-1 against him. Round 4, another Search Piccolo. He O2 me. He mainboard Violent Predator, which is the correct way to play the deck.
Oh man, yeah, definitely.
And he was very passive with the game, and he didn't ramp at all. He naturally went to like 7-8 energy. He would Violent Predator me, then Gogeta, and then play the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta on me, and then attack me all at once.
Oh wow.
And there's nothing you can do about that when you're playing a monocolor deck.
Right.
So that was my first true loss of the day. And then round 5, I played against Demigra, 2-0'd him. If you can, always sideboard Crisis Crusher and Toa Revenge Blocker on them, because they're going to be playing Dark Power Black Mass Saiyan more than likely.
Okay.
So you kind of just need to get rid of their Mass Saiyans, and then Toa's for the Demigra.
Gotcha.
Because they're probably going to side that in, or if not, they have it in the main board.
Gotcha.
And then Surge Piccolo, I won 2-1 against that one for round 6. And then round 7, I played the Hatchyyack mirror. We didn't even finish game 2.
Oh.
He beat me in the first round, and then we drew in the second round.
Okay.
And then after that, I was 15th place in Swiss. And then for top 16, I lost to Surge Goku, and actually I lost to the guy who won the whole tournament.
Oh.
So I don't feel too bad about it.
Mr. Robbie.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's a good little layout. I think overall, I think the performance that you had was great. You know, the Hatchyyack mirror is kind of annoying, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, but it's very skill based actually. Like,
yeah.
So it's actually really interesting. But when it was round 7, it's the final round, and like you don't know if you made top cut or not.
Yeah.
And you're just like, man, this sucks.
Yeah. I've been there.
Yeah.
The only reason why I never, this is off topic. The only reason why I never topped the San Diego celebrations is because I got slow played in my last round, and also.
Oh, that happened to one of my friends too during the tournament. He would have won the game, but the guy was slow playing, and it ended up being a draw.
Oh man, what's annoying is that both of us didn't top. So what was the point? Anyway.
Exactly.
I'm so mad. Anyway. So toughest and easiest matchups. What do you think?
Just for the day or just in general?
Let's say for the day in general. Afterwards.
Okay. Probably for the day, the easiest matchup, it might have been, I don't know, either the Surge Broly or the Demigra. But around the Demigra player was Russell Stelzer, I think his name is.
Oh yeah, Mr. Russell.
So he was actually a really tough opponent. And then the Surge Broly, you know, they want to attack you, but your leader just says no. So it might be the Broly.
Okay.
So, but I don't know offhand. Like they were both like in the same tier of easiness, but they still were not easy matchups.
Right. Definitely. Yeah, Russell's an incredible player, so I would imagine, you know, he gave you a run.
Oh, he did. Like, even though I 2-0'd him, he still gave me a run for my money. Like, he was able to summon the 10-drop Demigra on me twice in one game.
Oh.
And he played the 8-drop Fu on me as well, all in one game, and I somehow made it through.
Yikes. Okay.
Yeah. Toa Revenge Blocker saves that matchup.
For sure. Okay. What about toughest?
Probably Surge Goku. That deck, the red, blue, yellow version, I would say.
Is it simply because of like the 5-drop Vegeta? Not to cut you off, but like the red stuff?
I would say it's just because Hatchyyack's just a slow deck. Because you're not really attacking it too much, they're able to see almost the entire deck, and they can see all the answers against you. So like, anytime I played a big guy, they would play Frost Deadly Poison. If I tried to negate Almighty Resistance, and then they just look at your hand with a new one, drop Broly, which isn't too much of an issue if it's like against Surge Broly. But when Surge Goku and they have the answers to everything, it's just rough.
Yeah, and
I don't know.
Can't really do much, right?
Right, and I don't know if it's because it was my lack of experience with the deck, or it's because Hatchyyack just cannot compete with it. I'm in the boat right now where I think it just can't compete against it till it gets Deborah, or even the Revenge Blocker. But even then, the leader can just negate its skills during Activate Main or Battle. So I don't know. I don't know if that deck can compete with it.
Right.
But I'm going to be testing against it some more, and I'll see what I can do.
Okay, that's fair. All right. Well, overall, again, pretty good insight. A lot of good matchups. Pretty diverse, I would say, as well. And just overall good. What are your kind of closing thoughts, shout-outs, anything else?
I met a lot of great people over the weekend, so shout-outs to all of them. Shout-outs to my teammates who just helped me test whenever we can, test online. I'm just happy that every single member of my team who went to the tournament got their invites. So, yeah, I'm actually really happy about that. So
good.
And that's really all.
All right, man. Well, thank you. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully, this will help people in the current format, and as well as Orlando. Orlando is literally right around the corner. And
Oh, this weekend, yeah.
uh-huh.
Someone actually messaged me about my deck already, so
Nice.
good luck to that person.
For sure. Okay. Well, thank you again. I appreciate it. If you guys have any comments, I'm sure you can join the Discord and ask him there, or he'll check it out. Subscribe if you're new. Yeah, that's one of the things I gotta say. Like, dislike. We'll see you in the next one. Later.
Bye, everyone.